Okay. I was pre-watching this video to see if it was good to react to, and honestly, it really isn't until I got to this part, and I'm just gonna include this part only for sure. But okay, this guy's mainly talking about a dishwasher, especially how an old one, old one just broke down because it's old. It's a day they get a new one, brother. Why do modern dishwashers need like firmware updates and all that stuff? It's an appliance. It's an Oh my god. I actually got triggered a little bit while watching this. Let's
But
let's
anyway,
let's see
this
this
the
real quick.
install was fine, and we turned it on. My dad and I turned it on, and I immediately hated the new touch sensor stuff on it. Like the old one we had buttons. You press them in, they click,
Why?
and you know that you pressed a button. The touch sensor, you kind of touch it, and the firmware, this new dishwasher actually takes time to boot up. I had to reset it like 3 times, and my wife, meanwhile, was like laughing at me, like, look at this guy who does tech stuff, and he can't even figure out how to change the cycle on it.
Guys, there's a Wi-Fi right here. Wi-Fi. Excuse me? Huh? When do dishwashers need Wi-Fi?
Laughing at me like,
My
look at this
god.
guy who does tech stuff, and he can't even figure out how to change the cycle on it. That took about 5 minutes, sadly. But eventually, I pulled out this book because I was like, this is confusing. Like it should be like I should touch the button and it should change to that mode, but that was not how it was working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I found
Have you noticed that there's no rinse option, or at least anything like that?
we wanted to run just a rinse cycle to make sure the water would go in, the water would pump out through the sump, and everything would be working.
All cool and
But I
dandy.
could not find a way to do a rinse cycle on the control panel. So I looked in this book and found this page. This page shows that the rinse cycle has an asterisk. The asterisk, if you look down at the bottom, says available through Home Connect app only and depending on your model. So the model that I have is not the premium model with the screen on it. So
Wait. Huh?
a lot of the settings like delayed start, the rinse cycle, the machine cleaning cycle, half
So you're telling me the only way to to rinse your dishes, you have to use the app. That's what you have to do. You have to use the app. Okay? Why? Why? Truly, why do you need to use the app for? To rinse your dishes. Okay. What if there's a day where your internet goes out? And what is it? And this man, he mentions in the video, earlier in the video, that he has 5 kids. Okay. You got 2 parents, 5 kids, probably a dog. Brother, that's a bunch of dishes. You got cups, knives, forks, spoons. What is it? Probably a plate or two. Brother, you are washing at least a what is it? You are at least a washing like 14 or so plates, or 2 plates are used, and a bunch of other shit. That's quite a bit, especially when you got that many people. Okay, understandable, you know. But my God, okay, your Wi-Fi goes out, you're screwed. Oh, you know what? Better yet, how about what is it? How about when the one thing happens, right? Let's say that the app stops working. Let's say that the company experiences some sort of some connection error or something. Guess what? You are completely screwed. You cannot use this. You cannot use your dishwasher to rinse off your dishes once it finishes putting all those soap and everything on it. And guess what? You cannot rinse it. Why? Because fuck you. Use our app. What is this?
half load cycle where it just does a very short cycle. Eco, which takes a little longer, but it actually slows down kind of a lot of things to use less energy. The delay start, all those things are hidden behind this app. And I was like, okay, well, I'll look up this app and see if I can just like download the app and use
No,
it over Bluetooth.
no. This guy's too compliant with shit like this. No, this is grade A bullshit. I would be so pissed if I need to log in to download an app on a phone to use the basic function for an appliance. Imagine you had to connect to the app to turn on the gas on your stove, to turn the knob. And they're like, oh, if you want to unlock the was it the unlock the knob to turn, you must use the app. You must use it. Oh, guess what? What is it? You want to turn on the light? What is it on the? Let's say that you have a refrigerator, right? That you could see. You could like there's a screen in the fridge, and you could and you could see inside of it. They're like, oh, if you want to see what's inside the fridge, you got to use the app. It's like, brother, it's just let me press a fucking button on the fridge so I can see inside of it. You know, so I could be like, oh, okay, maybe this is what I need. Simply enough, you could just open the damn thing, and there you go, problem solved. But no, they are purposely making. Can you imagine if they're like, oh, you want to dispense your ice? Do you want your water? What is it from your fridge? Well, guess what? Download our app to get that smooth crunch ice that you like. Download our app because you spend over $1,000 or so on on these appliances, and you could just lick our dick because we have control over everything that you do. Nah, screw that shit.
Tooth or locally or whatever. No.
You know what? I'm gonna share my own personal story. Okay, what is it? I'm gonna share my own story. A while back, this was like maybe close to a year ago. Okay, this was close to a year ago. We got what is it my what is it my I don't know where my parents got it from, but I think they got it from like some deal thing that that some store was having, that they were like, oh, you do this one thing and you get this. And the one thing that they got, which was I think it was an Alexa speaker. Okay, an Alexa speaker. I was like, oh, this is cool. You're telling me that I could talk to Alexa, be like, hey, do this, do that. I'm like, all right, cool, 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 cool. And then we started to use it for a little bit, and at first it was like, all right, cool. And then some sort of connection issues started happening, or account issues, something like that. I don't remember what happened per se, but you know what was really really retarded was that to change the volume, you had to connect you needed to have an active Amazon account to change the fucking volume. Can you imagine that? Being able to do this
To
on a
use the app, you have
video,
to connect
to
your
do
dishwasher
this, you
to the
had to
Wi-Fi.
connect. Imagine to connect the you imagine to change the audio for or to increase the volume or decrease the volume on YouTube. You have to use an active YouTube account. It's like, brother, that'd be stupid as shit to do. But no, I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't like Amazon that did it. I'm pretty sure it was the company that was partnered with Amazon or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But just seeing that, this was a thing. This was the thing that happened what is it for this shit made me so goddamn. It got me pissed. I what is I looked at my mom. I told her, hey, you got to return this shit because it has a button. It's not like, oh, what is it? You have to use the app for like the thing to change the volume. I'd be like, if it had that, I'd be like, okay, fine. It's annoying, it's stupid. Most modern TVs have that. They don't have like a dedicated button for the volume. You need a remote for it. I'll be like, okay, fine. That's been a normal thing for a long time now. But seeing that something like this doesn't, what is it? This that happened, that has it, that actually has a dedicated button for increasing or decreasing the volume. But then telling me, oh, if you want to change the volume, you have to have an active Amazon account. It's like, no, no, no. Screw any appliances, screw any devices that require you to use an app or download a cloud to use said the basic functions. This reminds me of, remember when Peloton did this shit? Peloton did the exact same thing, and this was so upsetting. It's like, oh, you want an incline? Well, subscribe to our subscription. It's like, no, bitch. It has everything that it can do to do such a thing. Why do I need a premium account just to even just for the treadmill to angle a little bit? Oh my god, dude. the purposeful making, making what is it, making devices, what is it, lasting, the whole idea of devices lasting not long at all is becoming a fucking reality. 100%. Purposely making devices obsolete because, dude, there are fridges that I've seen from like the 50s and 60s and things like that work just fine today. But brother, you get a modern fridge, that shit's broken in a couple years. Same thing with the old school, what is it? Same thing with the old school, like washers and dryers. Brother, if that washer, dude, who hasn't had a washer from like the 90s when that shit, dude, that shit, when it would rinse, that shit would be like, it would be like that. It would shake like it would shake like crazy. But no, if the modern ones, if it shakes just a little bit, ding, 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 unbalanced, ding. While the old school ones that don't have those sensors, they're just like, they're like that. It's like, brother, I don't understand. I don't understand why these, I'm like, it doesn't need sensors, it doesn't need firmware or anything like that. Just have it where rinse, wash, and what is it, and what is it, and spin cycle and all this stuff, and that's it. It doesn't need all this extra shit. I don't need to tell me to notify me on my phone when my shit's done, because you just use an egg timer. Use a goddamn egg timer for anybody. Go to Walmart, get an egg timer that's like $3, okay, or $1. Those things are pretty damn cheap. Get one that's like a few bucks, and then when it says, oh, it'll be ready in like 40 minutes, spin that shit to his, what is it, spin that shit to it says 40, and then bam, there you go, it'll ring in 40 minutes. It ain't that difficult, it ain't that hard. These are modern problems that need fucking like 1990 solutions. Oh my god. But anyway, seeing this shit, it made me so infuriated, and I like, I understand that, it's such a simple thing to crash out about, but brother, this is like becoming more and more of a modern thing now. It is a huge fucking problem. I hate it so much. Sometimes I tell my mom, hey, let's just buy some old ass appliances that came out like in the early 2000s or late 90s, because those shits still, to keep, those things are, repairable and all that stuff. The components are still available, while these modern shits have so many goddamn sensors and what is it, and that require more difficult to fix. Screw that, let's just go with the older shit. And you know what, she hasn't disagreed. But anyway, all you guys have a good one. Check out this guy's video, Level 2 Jeff. I mean, even though I didn't really get to really finish the rest of it, but I am just so, oh my god, I am just so agitated with some of this modern technology, brother. It's like, bro, we're evolving but backwards. This is literally that old PewDiePie clip. What is it? We're evolving just backwards. This is literally that. Oh my god. But anyway, all you guys have a good one. Sorry for the crash on shit. Maybe for some of you that realize that it's a what is it? What is it? Maybe for some of you that believe it's justifiable, but my god, this is so agitating. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe, check out the Discord and the Twitch stream as well. I try to be live every day. Oh, I think my blood pressure went up. All right, peace.